was looking at this stuff coming over here, and it reminded me of that, like, extreme quote-unquote gore that we saw at the very beginning with Gustav. And then also that one, like, tree that's in, I think, the map with all the yellow trees where you saw the Neverons, like, eating things in the background, and the ghost boy that still has his dialogue about his sister is there. Because that one, that, like, red glass tree has this whole fleshy sound to it. And I was just thinking again about how I was trying to what's the word? I was just trying to make sense of it in my head. Of, like, how horrible it was versus everything else we've come across with Nevrons. Because a lot of the game you don't see that same kind of gore anywhere else. And to me that kind of thing is very, like, it speaks to anger, I think. It feels like a very deliberate thing, like, even wild animals, they're not, like, I imagine they're not stringing up their prey and, like, torturing them normally. I think I've heard some animals can do that, but it's not really typical. And people, like, if you want to kill somebody, you can just kill them, but torturing them is a whole other thing. And it feels to me when I see that sort of thing, I think this must have been done out of anger. Someone was furious and wants to take it out on all these people that they've caught. And so then Clea seems like the angriest person. She seems like she doesn't have a lot of patience for her family, the ones that are living anymore. She kind of dismisses Alicia very easily. She doesn't like that her parents are fighting because I think she thinks it's very, like, there are bigger things that they should be worrying about. They shouldn't be wasting their time on a fight like this. And her shade talked about wanting vengeance. I don't remember exactly what she had said, because it gave me the impression she was talking about two people. Like, she could just be talking about vengeance on the writers for breaking her family, but I also wonder if she is angry at her family and wants to hurt them too. But yeah, I was just thinking, like, that gore is so out of place. Maybe it's related to her somehow and her Nevrons. Yeah, I don't know who this guy is. His face isn't broken. I didn't think it was Renoir, because his hair doesn't seem... Where's Verso? Oh, I didn't need to... I completely forgot. No, see, his hair is way too long. I don't know who this guy is. This one, that village on its back. I feel like it's probably related to Alicia just because of the hair, but I can also see Clea. going off of the idea that the eldest child has so much responsibility on them, and in her situation she has even more with her parents being out of the picture, basically, and she needs to like pick up the slack from her mother, especially if her mom isn't being active in the Painters Council.
Feel the burn. Violence.
And the whole thing about the gore, it could be totally unrelated, just like flavor to show how horrific it can be sometimes going out onto the continent and actually interacting with the Nevrons, because we don't see, like, when the Nevrons attack us, there's no blood. It's very, like, I don't know, PG. So you don't know, we don't really have a good idea of how savage they can actually be. So it just could be a totally normal Nevron thing.
Chromatic is flowing.
You know, now that I think about it, I wonder who made the Nevrons. My guess is Renoir, possibly. 'Cause I don't think Aline would have made them, right? Because she wants to keep this world intact. Unless she made them to stop people from going after her. I don't remember if they talked about the creation of Nevrons.
I'll do it. Ready to parry.
Just try it. Coming. Let's go again. Ready to strike. Here we go.
Cool. We're able to do that for the time. So I guess I did just have to keep like dodging or parrying until it interrupted itself.
Perfect.
And it's kind of unfortunate I wasn't able to parry it early on to see if it was the same as with Lune with her wildfire, where if she gets hit, then it stuns her immediately. I do like base shield, but eventually I will. I think I keep saying this and then keep not doing it. At some point I'll go through their Luminas and switch some things around. Or at least remember what they have, because after so long, I forget a lot of them. I think this was the only thing in this area that I needed to do again. I'm gonna check on the peak to see if there's anything interesting that way. But other than that, I feel like I don't remember anything else here that I need to worry about. And then I'll go to Cyrene because I do remember leaving a Chromatic Nevron over there. And I kind of want to see if the Threadmaker guy, or Threadweaver, is still there after we, you know, since we have defeated Cyrene, so he doesn't really have anything to, like, make threads for, I guess. I also was thinking coming over here, because I went through the manor again back in Old Lumiere. I was thinking I really appreciate the placement of these flags and how they're all in, you know, places you'd expect them to be. It's like in the manor you have an Expedition 33 flag, and that would make sense because they're the only ones who are able to open the manor because of Mael. And in a lot of places that are like related to the family or yeah, pretty much the family or the first expedition, you only see Expedition 0 flags. Except for the monolith, but I think, if I remember right, one of the journals actually said that they got stuck there or something. The monolith was the only one I was curious about, since there were two, like, two different expedition flags. It's this guy again. This must be the same guy. It's the same outfit, same hair. It's not... I don't imagine it's Verso because he's so tall, but I could be wrong. I was gonna say, oh, maybe Verso grew out his hair later, but I think in the flashbacks his hair was more or less the same style. Yeah, I don't really have anything that matches. Gustav was the one with all the hairstyles, so I might have been able to find a clue or something there, but fortunately not this time. Although that guy seems like a teacher. I think... So one of the men or at least one of the times we talked to that guy, he was talking about some other man who he had wished he supported more, I think. And the other one was talking about a woman or a girl. It sounded like she was a student. If I remember, he said something like, I told all my students maybe that they could, like, their dreams were in reach, and she was always determined to prove me wrong, or she was the only one that proved me wrong. So maybe he was talking about Clea. He definitely sounds like a teacher. So my thought is, we don't know any other prominent men in this story. Like, all the ones that are important are human men, at least, are Gustave Verso and Renoir. Gustave is dead, and also how would he, like, he doesn't have any relevance to the other world, really. I feel like it might not be Verso, but it's hard to say without being able to see the dialogue again. I lean towards Renoir because he does have that. This guy did sound like a teacher, and I feel like parents are pretty easy to put into that mentor role because they are, like, teaching their children in a way. And if CL is anything to go off of, that is not what I wanted. Then those shadowy people are other painters. And Renoir is the only other painter, the only male painter at least, who has access to this canvas.
Flashing through the sky!
Okay, hopefully this other chromatic Nevron won't be too hard to reach. It's over on this area of the map. I think I vaguely remember how to get to it. I probably could have fast traveled, but this is fine. Oh no, there wasn't even a flag there, I think. Definitely did feel though that Visage's area was actually easier even than Old Lumiere, because the enemies there, in Old Lumiere at least, they seem to take less damage than the ones at Visage's place. So I was wondering, like, it felt like going through these places was so easy, and then suddenly it was super hard once we, not super hard, but it was pretty difficult once we got to the monolith and then fighting Renoir and the paintress. I need to rest at some point. I forgot these two died. I don't remember what this one is resistant to. I forget if Dark does anything.
I'm ready. It's locked on you.
Oh shit. Well, that's my fault. I went to parry and did not work out very well.
I'll manage.
A storm is coming.
Shit, I did it again.
Rise up, Preston.
Maya would actually be way better here.
Here's your card.
You're outmatched. Here we go. Coming.
I'm ready. Do me in.
It is weak to Dark.
Chroma is flowing.
Here we go.
Danger!
Super annoying. Shit. I should have looked at this earlier. I'll save that then, because it's probably gonna get a ton of shields in a second.
Careful.
Unusual life. Careful, Verso. This ends now.
Oh my goodness. That's great. That's great, that's great, that's great. Okay, well, good thing I had Lune then.
Perfect.
Oh, that's not. That's actually not what I wanted to check. Be nice if this, by the time I actually start upgrading things, this would be enough to get them to level 40 so we could have that revive Lumina. Ooh, that is really good. I should switch this sometime. I didn't even notice she had any level 20 Allies recover 20% health on switching to stance. Gain shell. Cleanse status effects. That would be good too, but I like the ones that put her in a stance automatically. But maybe I should just get more used to using stuff like this. Especially when the status effects are becoming more of an issue. Okay. Use this one instead. Should I? No, I'll go the other way so I can use. Alright, it'll be quicker for me to get to the flag. And then I could just fast travel down. If I remember right, there was one area that I couldn't get to. I just couldn't find a path. Let me up, let me up. Do want to take another look at that one.
Good stuff.
Ami, Ave Mibo.
I think I went past the Weaver actually. Oh. Totally missed this area. Well, great. I'm glad I was able to find this because it was going to bother me. Oh.
Nice.
When attacking a burning target. Would have been kind of cool if it was while you are burning, because then I could just cheese, like abuse it with my L and put that burning, the one that applies, the weapon that applies burn onto her, just have her heal off of it. Still going. I mean, it's not doing anything. So I'll just let it be for now. But probably on my replay, I'm gonna take him out. Interesting.
Nice.
An advantage.
Cool. I think that is it for me for this area. Even if there are things that I missed, it's kind of a really big area, and I don't want to go searching through the whole thing, honestly. So, if I go this way, and then this way, and then once we're here we can hit this area, clear this up, go down this way. So I think this looks like, it looked like the manor. So hopefully that's got some good lore in it. Hang on, what is this?
Son, here I come.
A ty grindavi. Omite.
Do I have to look like her? No. Huh. It's interesting that it swapped me onto Lune for that. Don't know what else it would want. Let me try putting both of these guys in it. Nope. Not sure then. Maybe Mael gets an outfit like that too, but I figured this is where she would actually get it. Unless, like, the Weaver dropped something for this?
Oseri. Iratevu.
He doesn't have anything else.
Here we go. Here we go. Hang on
I don't think there are any secrets up here. Well, we can go this way then. And try and figure that out later. Make sure there's nothing in the sky that I'm missing again. Is that a painting? Is it? Yes.
Hang on tight.